Hey everybody out there, and today for you guys we are going to be doing a deck profile of a deck that I have been playtesting, and it's been fun playing this deck. People always laugh when I play this deck, but they're like, oh, that deck is so fun to play, because it brings back so many nostalgic memories. And that is, as we enter right now, we are going to be entering a world of Toons. Yes, guys, a world of Toons, Kaiba boy. My horrible Pegasus voice, but yes, you can call me Kaiba boy in the comments section. And it isn't ironic that Kaiba, my channel, is doing Pegasus's Toon deck profile, which we've done probably for the last 4 years. But I've loved this deck. This deck is fun to play. But what the deck is lacking, and I can tell you this from playtesting this deck year after year after year, and even this past month, it's got good cards, it's got decent monsters, but we need more better monsters. The deck has one good combo play, maybe two, possibly three, but just one good play, and we need more monsters that are good to decent, just better monsters that help you do a play, because it's pretty much a little gimmicky, this deck, and it has good cards. Like, don't get me wrong, like powerful cards like Mimikat's great, Comic-Con is good. Some of the monsters are good, they've aged very well, and a lot of them have not. But we just need more variation instead of just this one combo play, which I'm going to go talk about right now as we get to the profile. So first off, we run our Toon Dark Magician. Now, Toon Dark Magician, he's integral to your main combo play of the deck. Alright? Now, I've seen some people, because, you know, Red Eyes and Toon Dark Magician are level 7, what they'll do is they'll actually run some level 7s in the deck if they want to, but I tried that out and I found out very quickly that was not what I usually wanted to go with those type of plays. They were cool, they were nice, but that was a lot of work to get a level 7 on the field, Exceed monster or something, and it was just not worth it in my book, I found, at the end of the day. Too much effort, so to speak, and not enough bang for your buck. But pretty much what you do is you're usually going to go Red Stone of Legend. If you guys don't know, Red Stone of Legend, activate its effect, bring out Red Eyes Toon Dragon, use Toon Dragon's effect. If your Dark Magician Toon is in your hand, you're going to bring that out using Red Eyes Toon Dragon's effect. If not, hopefully you have another good Toon, like maybe you have Instant Fusion in hand, and you went Cyber Dragon, Toon Cyber Dragon, you special summon, then you went into the Red Eyes, and then you have another Toon, one in hand, and you don't have Instant Fusion, you can bring this out, going for Infinity. Like, there's other options you can do. Heck, you could bring out Toon Dark Magician Girl, which I run as a 1-of in the deck. There's a lot of other things you can do with the deck, but this is going to be one of your main combo plays with Red Eyes Stone and Red Eyes Toon Dragon. So I'm just going to push these guys down here for right now, because this is still part of the main combo play that I was alluring to early on. We run 2 Toon Red Eyes. Now, Red Eyes Toon, like I said, the main way you're going to get this bad boy out is through the Black Stone of Legend, which you run as a 3-of in the deck, because it's essential to get to that card. That card helps you go off your plays. That's why we run things like 1-for-1 in the deck, because it's essential to get to this card as soon as possible once you get Toon Kingdom set up to just go off with your plays. But Red Eyes Toon helps you bring out Toon Dark Magician. So, yeah, and like I said, some people run level 7 Exceeds. If you want to run Big Eye, you want to run Dragossack, you want to run something else, be my guest. But I found out most of the time it was just not worth it. But those are that's your main combo play for the deck there, guys. You get that, you bring Toon Dark Magician out, which is your main card, and you go off with that. And people may be asking, where is Blue Eyes Toon Dragon? No, don't go there, please. It's not worth it to bring that card out. It's just a 3,000 body. At the end of the day, I find it's better in Exodia than it is in here for Exodia draw. Next, we run Toon Cyber Dragon. Now, Toon Cyber Dragon probably is the best Toon, you could say, because I've seen it be used in other decks in the past before. But mainly what he's going to be used for in here, he's going to be helping you go into Cyber Dragon Infinity. So you could run 3 Toon Cyber Dragons, hypothetically, if you wanted to. I prefer 2 of, because I have Toon Table of Contents. I can easily search this bad boy out. He's easy to get out on the field. And if you draw 2, it kind of gets bricky. But what you're going to do is you're going to go Special Summon, Instant Fusion, bring out Panzer Dragon, overlay into a Nova, overlay into Infinity. That will help you protect your board and just have a little bit negation on field as well, which is nice. So he's very essential to one of your other combo plays I was alluding to earlier in the deck. Next up, we run 2 Toon Mass Sorcerer. Hopefully I get another super one of these days. They're like $5-6, and I just can't find somebody that has one that wants to trade it. But Toon Mass Sorcerer is pretty cool. He does damage, you draw a card. He's a little bit of a draw engine for the deck. We do run certain cards in the deck to help clear your opponent's board so you can punch in there and get some draw power going. But more than 2 of them in the deck is too much. When Master Rule, whatever you want to call it, 4.5, Master Rule 5, updated Master Rule 4, going back to Master Rule 3.5, whatever. I've heard 1,000 words. But when April 1st comes around, is what I'm trying to say, and we go back to the... We're going back to the updated Master Rule 4, as I call it. This deck will become a little bit better because you can go for more exceeds and you can make a little bit more of an exceed toolbox of the deck, which is nice because he's a level 4. He's also a dark target, which is nice because we do run some Allure of Darkness in the deck for some draw power, because a lot of your Toon monsters are dark attribute, which is nice. And you do have a good majority of darks in your deck as well. Next, we run 2 Gemini Elf. Oh gosh, this card, ever since I saw it in the anime and then in the movie, it kind of freaked me out. But it's pretty cool. This card's pretty good. It allows you a little bit of hand control. What I mean by that is you can rip cards out of your opponent's hand, which is nice. And it's a beater, it's a level 4, which you also have to keep in mind when things change in the game in a couple of months. This is going to help you go for level 4 exceed plays. That's something to keep in mind. Next we have Toon Mermaid. Now, I've seen people run multiple Toon Mermaid. And I understand why. It helps you go for lengths. It helps you go for exceeds when that new ruling comes about. And things of that nature. I get that. But I have always just liked one of, because it's... Yeah, it can help you go for length plays. Yeah, it can help you go for exceeds. Is that all you're going to be doing? That's a lot of resources to be wasting to just do it for a level 4 exceed. Maybe with the new Master Rule coming out, I'll change my stance on this, and I'll maybe run 1 with 2 of it. But for right now, I'm just running 1 of it because I can't really use it as a level 4 toolbox. I've seen people run Abyss Dweller in the decks because they run multiple. Heck, if you really want to get down to playing some crazy combo plays, I mean, right now it's not viable, but if you really want to talk a little bit outside the box, you could run 3 Toon Mermaid and then run Bahamut Shark and Totally Awesome in your extra deck. There's a couple of different things you could try, but I think at the end of the day, you wouldn't run more than 2 of because it can get a little bit clunky. Some people run 3, and I understand why, but currently in the game, it's not going to help out too much, I don't think. 1 of for right now, subject to change later on. Let's just say that. 1 Toon Dark Magician Girl. I like this card because it allows me to attack right away. In the future, like I said, I may take this out for Toon Mermaid, a second one, but we'll have to wait and see. The fact that it's also a dark attribute's nice. The fact that it works with Cyber Dragon is nice because you can do the old-fashioned thing of special summoning Cyber Dragon, tribute for Toon Dark Magician Girl, attack. It works. I like her as a 1-of in the deck, no more. If she's dead in hand, she's a dark attribute, you can pitch her for Allure of Darkness. I like her for her versatility. Like I said, in the future, it may change. Don't know right now. Next we run, this is staple, no debate, 3 Blackstone of Legend, especially if you're running the variation that runs, Toon Dark Magician and Red Eyes. The Red Eyes you don't need more than 2 of. I'm just going to admit that because it will get clunky. But Blackstone of Legend you want to see more than Red Eyes because a Red Eyes in hand is not going to help you. A Blackstone of Legend on hand or in field is going to help you continue your plays. That's why we run 3 of it. That's why we run 1 for 1 in the deck. You want to get to this card. Next up, this is something that I've been trying out when I was updating the deck, and I actually like it because besides Cyber Dragon Infinity and Panzer Dragon and whatnot, and maybe Millennium Eyes Restrict, maybe, you really don't use the extra deck all too much. And you definitely have some cards in there that are just subject to maybe break in case of emergency. And for that reason is why I like Eater of Millions, because you can just attack and do a bunch of damage. So for right now, I'm running Eater of Millions, and I've really liked it in the deck. It's been pretty good. Especially it works with Toon Kingdom as well, so he can get pretty big and put in a lot of damage. So double Eater of Millions. 3 of I found is a little bit too much. Probably, arguably, the best searcher in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because it can search so much stuff. And it's just, it can search itself. 3 Toon Table of Contents. Actually, funny story, I was at a regionals, what was it, last year? When Sky Striker first came out. Oh my god, it's been longer than that now, but it was when Sky Striker first came out. And he was actually running 3 Toon Table of Contents in his deck so he could get his plays off better, which was interesting. So next up we got our 3 Toon Kingdom. Yes, I've had these are secret first ed. I've had these literally, they're like 20, 30 bucks now. But I've had them since they came out. And I got them for like 8 bucks off a guy. So, yay. But yeah, you run this, you run Metaverse as well. It's easily searchable through Toon Table of Contents. You need to get to this card. This card is so important to your deck. You need to get to this. This card deck is so field spell oriented. I was talking with a buddy of mine, and I will say this. If there's another thing the deck needs, is maybe kind of like a continuous spell like Toon World was, where it has like maybe a Toon World card with an additional effect for Toon monsters, giving them maybe protection or something. But it has to be a continuous spell. So it's like this, when this card's on the field, is treated as Toon World, and something happens, you know. We also run, like I said, 1 Terraforming as well in the deck. Next up, 2 Comet Can. I always want to run Comet Can as a 2 of, a 3 of sometimes, but 2 of for deck space, and having to run other cards and trying to up consistency in the deck. I just like it as a 2 of right now. So 2 Comet Can as of right now. Love the card though. It's so fun and it's very easy to get off once you establish your board. Double Allure of Darkness. Triple was a little bit too much because you don't want to banish all your darks. A lot of the times you want to use them for combo plays and going off and doing different things, if you understand where I'm coming from. So just 2 Allure of Darkness. It's just nice if you have a brick hand or if you're trying to dig for cards. Double Instant Fusion. You don't need triple. You're mainly going to go for Millennium Eyes, Thousand Eyes, Panzer Dragon. Those are your main targets for Instant Fusion. 1 Comicat. Love it. Mimicat, Secret. I love this card. Moving forward, I love this card again. It's just so cool. And it's actually really broken in certain situations. Your 1-ofs Upstart that are limited to 1 Upstart. 1 for 1. Monster Reborn. Pretty straightforward here, guys. Draw power. Yes, your opponent gains life points, but you need the draw power. This is going to be used for Redstone of Legend and just reborning stuff. 1 Metaverse because you need to get to your field spell, and it's just an additional way to get to it, so yeah. One of the amazing trap. 2 Double Toon Briefcase. I love this card to death. It's really useful. Also 2 Storming Mirror Force as well. Storming Mirror Force really helps you out in a pinch. It also, if you clear your opponent's board, you can just do a bunch of damage. In addition, it also helps out with Toon Mass Sorcerer, so it's a little bit of a combo there. But I really like it in the deck. You don't need to run Judgments. You don't need to run all this other stuff. Just run something to clear opponent's boards so your Toons can just do damage. So that's why I like that in the deck. Extra deck. Sorry for making this a little bit longer, guys. Pegasus, because he blesses our deck. Millennium Eyes Restrict. Great card. You run it as a 1-of in the deck. We also run Thousand Eyes. I forgot to mention this guy as well, which is another reason I run this, is Raijin, which is just nice to help go for level 5s. You also run Panzer Dragon as well. I just run this because say you use this and you still want to go for another level 5 later on in the duel, you have Raijin. This is mainly going to be here, like different. If you go off, you go into this, you go into Link Karibo. Link Karibo can give your monsters protection as well. And Thousand Eyes is nice too, just for sucking up things if you need to. So, different situations, you have the ability to use them. I wouldn't run more than 2 Instant Fusion, but you could maybe run 3 if you wanted to. Next up, it's kind of cool because this is a Pegasus card. These are Pegasus cards, and we're running them in a Toon deck. So, anime-esque for the win. Tornado Dragon, Bagasucha, Exciton Knight, Utopia package over here, guys. Just some generic rank 4s because you do have level 4s and you will go for these sometimes. Also, we run level 5s, so I wind up Arsenal Zemayo. We will also run number 61 Volcasaurus and Gaia Charger. You know the old combo play, Volcasaurus, Gaia Charger game. And then also last we run Nova, Cyber Dragon and Infinity, and also the Link Karibo, which works with Thousand Eyes and Millennium Eyes over here. So just if you guys were wondering. Sorry for mixing that up right there. But yeah, Link Karibo is in there for that reason. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this deck profile. Like I said, I love this deck. It needs a couple more cards. I will admit that right away. Like, this deck needs some more cards in it, just to help with consistency. Like, it needs some better tunes, and I think it will be pretty decent. Again, like, it's not going to be ever meta, but it'll be a little bit more consistent in what it needs to do. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody, and good luck dueling to all of you.